Hello, hello. Welcome. Dillinger 101 here. How's it going? Listen, we're going to have our killing frost, I guess. Frost warning out for tonight. And as you can see, this garden's really starting to play out. I think these poor pepper plants are going down just for the lack of water. Of course, the collard greens here and the Swiss chard going to do okay in the cold. They'll go right up into, they'll freeze up and come back even. And pepper plant here, orange peppers. I got to get these picked. I've got to get these picked tonight. They get frost on them. They'll get mushy. So anything worth saving, I'm going to pick. I don't know, these are really looking a little pale. And they've been drooping for days. I knew the frost was coming. I knew I had to pick them. They wouldn't, water them, just wasn't going to really save them. Marigolds, I need to deadhead these marigolds like crazy and save my seeds up. Asparagus starting to get a little yellow and dying back. Here's one I want to cover up, is the rosemary. Yeah, I think I tried to look. I looked for a container and I couldn't find anything. I'm going to try to find something to put over it. If anything, lay some straw over it lightly. Matter of fact, I could just take this right here and just kind of lightly shake that over this. You want too much of it on there, you don't want to bury it, you want to come back. And I pile it up on this north side. And that, you'd be surprised at the protection that will give it. And I'd come over, I'll come around and move it off of it, but that'll help the next couple of nights. I've got a rogue one over here, stick out. Just put it on there, and then when it settles down, you don't want it too thick like this or anything, because that's not, you gotta let some air and light through it, but it'll kind of, I guess, break up that pattern of that frost. And as I said, things are getting away from me. Look at this. This was a strawberry patch. It's pretty much a dead nettle now, or creeping Charlie, whatever they want to call it. But I've got the stuff to get rid of this. I just need to be able to do it. Have the time. Look at these chilies. And chili peppers are rete. And what I can't pick tonight, it's just going to go to waste. But we'll just see how it's going. Here's those Cherokee purples. And I just was not real happy. I just always, they can make such a good tomato when you have a good year. But a lot of them's been so split. That one. And I mean, the ones I've gotten off here and have ate and found that was in good shape was just so nice. And this here is a, oh my gosh, what is this one? It's a soup or something. What the heck is it? Here's another one of the purple ones. I'll think about that later tonight, the name of that tomato. I can't believe. Beefsteak. Yeah, super beefsteak. And they haven't got any size. I just don't know. I don't know. You tell me. Another Cherokee purple. And they just, got the rings around them. And you only get about half the tomato, but then you start getting into this stuff. Once you get, that can go down as far as almost half the tomato. Green beans. I'm not a great fan of green beans, but these are the Cherokee yellow wax. They didn't get much size to them. These snap sweet greens, they've done pretty good here. The Cherokees, I'm just going to save the seeds out of them. I'll plant them. Anyway, now it's cherry tomato here. Look at this thing. This is just crazy. And there's all sorts of tomatoes on it, green and red. wild. I think that's the biggest tomato plant I've ever grown. That's all one tomato plant, except this in this cage. Right here is another tomato here. But from right here, all this is all one. It's a super sweet 100, I think is what it is. This is another one. The rabbits or something pretty much got the kale around here. Got a little bit left right there. Cards. Well, but I tell you what, this garden is not really overtaken by weeds real bad. This is one thing about this no-till, covered up with mulch type garden. There's no out there, you know, if you know, I had to be gone for almost the biggest part of 2 months, July and August. I wasn't in this garden. I haven't watered since August. And most gardens that would have been till garden, you would have been just walking through grass waist deep. I've been having to run the mower through here. And if you've watched my other videos, like I said, I haven't been around. But this is one of the beauties of it, and it holds moisture in. Now here's the beefsteak here. These are a little bigger. And really, these didn't turn out too bad. Really, there was a lot of good tomatoes on these. They haven't got a lot of big size to them because they're very good. And for some reason, that packet never had the big beefsteak like I'm used to. This is like a super beefsteak or something, and it just. And a pepper plant here. But the peppers aren't really. They're getting ready to change. Here's one here, but they should. These are bell peppers. They should be way big. But they're not. And this is some more of the eggplants. Seen the other videos. See, I haven't touched this. You go back and watch one of my other videos. These same eggplant hanging here. I'm going to try to get the seeds out of them. You can't find these seeds for these long ones. Son. This packet was like 4 or 5 years old. I found, and this was the sole survivor plant. Of course, marigolds. You have your marigolds, your mums, whatever you want to call them, and pretty much the cabbage just got ate up by the birds, or the bugs and the worms. And here's some of these black, purple, whatever they are, peppers. And you know, I've grown these things as tall as 6, 7, almost 8 foot tall before, and 4 foot wide. I mean, huge plants of this very same kind right here. And I say I raised all these from seeds except maybe 2 of those. Somebody gave me 2 of those cherry plants. In the back, another pepper plant. This one really had some nice size pepper. I'll show you some of them here. Half of them. That's one of them here. There. These are. I had a few this big and bigger. That's not bad. Oh, red one back there. These are supposed to be red. Why they're not changing, I don't know. There's just not enough seeds in here. Just not enough seeds in here. I don't care what time you plant them. It's just like if you had another month, every time you plant them, you just say, man, if I just had another month, another even 4 or 5 weeks. And these poor neglected things here. Here's what's left of the okra. I don't think I ate very little okra. I'm gonna save these for seeds. I'd say the deer ate the leaves off of them. It's the only thing I could figure out that got quite up that tall to eat the leaves off this okra. But I just let it go, let it dry. Here's the back side of those tomatoes. But look, this garden is so easy, but straw is getting so expensive. You know, I started out buying it for like $4 a bale, $3-4 a bale, and it went to $5, and it went to $6, and now it's almost $8. This is that one big. This is all one. I keep saying this, but I'm just absolutely amazed with this. And if you're not right. But I'm telling you. And here's another. Now these here cherry tomatoes here was the cherry, sweet cherry, super sweet. But these were the super sweet 100s. But these super sweet it said not 100, just said super sweet. These are really good. These are good. These are better than these over here. Very good. But I just can't say enough about this no-till like this I've been doing the last few years here. This garden would just be overcome with weeds. And you can see I got some grass, little places, and I had to pull a few. But man, I can go through here and easily cover this up in a day's time. Not, you know, turning the earth over and having to be a body contortionist and burn a bunch of fossil fuels and reduce my carbon footprint. Whatever. All I can say is I don't like a tiller. And what I do, I just take a tomato fork, or a plant, like these eggplants, take a tomato fork, got tomato on my mind, potato fork, and just break the ground loose, put the plant in there, and it's worked great. But you have to have really good real luminy soil, Has to be really good and nice loose soil. Listen, I'm going to let you go. Next time you see this garden, a lot of this is probably going to be gone if I get the time. And but I guess now if I neglect it, it's not going to hurt a whole lot. Like I say, I'm going to try to pick what I can. It's been real and it's been fun. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like. If not, go on about yourself. But anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Do something I do. Just don't get caught.